And welcome back again to Tales of Berseria, with this very solemn music that I almost forgot played, with a lot of questions still unanswered and more questions brought up. And while I was under the shower, I was thinking about about what makes people into demons in this world, and it was overwhelming emotion. So that's why Artorias' preachers control your emotion. That's something I haven't connected yet. So yeah, he basically gave, that's why his teachings include the controlling of emotion. Not only that you keep a calm head in battle and stuff like that, but also for the sole reason that you don't turn into a demon due to an uncontrollable emotion. That's deep, right? Still, about the bird, why can birds fly? I bet there will be, this will give the answer when we figure that out, I guess.
Sir, we just received a Sylph J from the boss of the Bloodwings. She has a job for us and wants us to meet her in Logres. How should we respond?
Let's do it. Besides, we need to see if that demon in the villa was actually a Therian.
Good point. And the Bloodwings might know something about the other Therians too. We're heading for Logres. Prepare to set sail.
Ready anytime!
There's a new class 4 zone border. Oh, wait, what? I couldn't even go there even if I wanted to. Ah. I wonder if there's something new. Nope. Doesn't seem to be anything new. I mean, there should be a new sign on it, right? If there is something new. Oh. This... In the tavern in Logres, okay. Oh, okay, so this is the new thing. Yep.
I'll show you the beauty of my spirit.
Oh. Oh, I'm still in Therian. Whoops. Oh! 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 You skunks! Nope!
It was a close one.
Not
I am the victor.
really, but yeah. Ooh, new sword! 2 new swords! An especially hard claw, specialized for fighting beasts. Flash-running serpentine blade excels against a portal-city demon. Ooh. I already have featherlights. Get that equipment. Yes. I already have a float. You can't use items. Huh. That's actually cool. Snake bite. Oh, that's as good at Ember. Oh yeah, more Ember Blade. Beast Fang. There we go. Got a bunch of new stuff now. Oh yeah, right. I should immediately make the equipment that I keep apparent. Then I can faster and easier get rid of the ones that I don't want to keep. Oh wait, this one. This one I keep. This one goes the crab hold. The Beast Fang, it's the only Beast Fang I have. In that case, I keep this one. Wait, but I got... Oh, I got too much new stuff. I will look into it later. Huh? Why could I now go to the pod?
I lost my mother to a demon. Yet that girl's a Therian. I don't even know what I want anymore.
Hey, that's pretty. You like to look at that thing, don't you?
Yes, my mother... Someone very important to me gave me this. I treasure it a lot. Looking at it gives me strength. Do you want to see it?
Yeah! Ah! What's wrong? My face! It's scary!
Oh god.
I don't want to look like that! I don't want my mommy to hate me!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mommy! Mommy!
When I was her age, that's just how I cried.
This hoarse
Come
voice
on,
from a little
I
kid.
want you to see this.
That huge owie. What happened?
Wait, what?
It's big and ugly, isn't it? There are scary things about my body, too. But do you think I'm scary, Kamoana?
No, not at all. But are you alright? Does that hurt?
Thanks, sweetie. I'm alright, I promise.
What about me? Do you think I'm scary?
You're such a sweetheart, Kamoana. Nobody could ever be scared of you. Not me, not your mother, not Laphicet. You don't have to cry anymore. It'll be okay. I promise.
Okay.
Boy.
That scar, was it from a demon?
Yeah. They attacked my village when I was a girl. I was so hurt I couldn't move. But my mother lured them away from me so I could survive.
What happened to her?
The last thing she said to me was, "Stay strong and keep living."
Oh.
Come to the deck. Grimoire says she's learned something from the book. Hey, why's your face so red?
It's nothing.
Somehow I doubt that.
It's nothing, I swear.
Why did his face get red? Because he saw something at his age?
Do you all remember the second verse of that song Laphicet read earlier?
4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therian shall be forever reborn in sight of the full crimson moon.
Right. That's what I've gathered you all here to discuss. And we think that passage means that Innominat and the Therians will be revived by a chosen one, right? Yes, but the shall be forever reborn part kept bothering me. I've reconsidered my analysis. Suppose that instead of someone being chosen by Innominat to create Therians, the song means that Innominat chooses who becomes Therians.
Yes.
But so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. What do you think that could mean? That someone receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as a Therian.
Like Kamoana.
Which is to say that the Abbey figured out how to turn people into Therians, and then got right to work.
That's...
Are you really that surprised? Artorias has always been one to prioritize the many over the individual, as I well know. Another thing to consider is this wording about Therians being forever reborn. This could mean that one Therian will be reborn again and again, or it could mean that different Therians will be born to take their place. Meaning that even if you kill one, there are more waiting in line. They can't be wiped out.
Looks like prioritizing the one over the many was the right call this time, eh, Velvet?
I never said I wouldn't kill her, if it would prevent Innominat's reawakening. But Therians can't be killed. Not truly.
So, in a nutshell, if you kill one, another person who's receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as one.
Right. But the song says that 7 mouths feed the body, so there's only so many around.
If you don't kill them, the next ones won't be born.
Exactly. So we remove the 7 Therians from their Earth Pulse points instead. But then, we also have to protect them so the Abbey doesn't steal them back. Or kill them.
Sounds tricky.
We've got to protect my bug, too.
Yeah, you take real good care of that thing now. Got it?
You bet I will.
In that case, we should probably work on securing a proper hideout for ourselves. You got a secret base or anything, Eisen?
It's every man's fantasy, but sadly, I don't.
We need a hard-to-find spot. One where we can guarantee a steady supply of malevolence for the Therians.
Somewhere devoid of people but full of malevolence. Real poser you got there.
With the Abbey in control of the entire continent, finding a place like that will be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Innominat's reawakening draws ever closer. We'll have to keep collecting our Therians while we search for a hideout.
For me, it's pretty clear where to go. Just go to the level 4. Just go to the level 4 areas where no exorcists go. I mean, it is kind of a dangerous place, but Therians feed on malevolence, and those areas are full of it. And most exorcists don't dare go there. So that would be a great place to start.
For now, let's just get to Logris.
Hey, old man! Give me all the water and food you got!
Wait your turn, moron! I was drifting out at sea for 3 days! Almost died out there!
Poor you! You probably deserved it!
Say that again, wise ass! I dare ya!
Ah, shut up, both of you! No one's getting anything until you pay me what you owe first.
Are they gonna be okay?
Don't pay them any mind. Sailors are just a short-tempered bunch, that's all.
Huh? The hell are you doing?
What's going on?
They've jacked up the price to dock our ship here.
Oh yeah? Some real balls you've got there, buddy.
If you lot want to moor here, that's the price you're gonna pay. Look, pirates are a liability to begin with, but calling your crew infamous these days would be putting it lightly. The more wanted you are, the more it's gonna cost to hide you. Capiche?
Hard to argue there. Benwick, just pay the man what he wants.
Yes, sir. You're such pushovers. You and the captain both.
I knew I could count on you to come through, Eisen. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looks like I'm causing you trouble.
It comes with the job. Don't sweat it. Some sailors just have longer tempers than others.
Noted.
Oh boy. Jacketless outfit Eleanor? What? Oh, the head style. Oh, alright. Okay, I want to check if I can go... Dogs. Still can't go back to where I want to. So annoying. Oh well.
Alright, everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
You really throw your back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia is our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
The Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas. Apparently, her unusual design comes from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, then the second, and then the third in command. People thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Ifrid came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Ifrid want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, "She looks interesting."
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
3 years ago when the first mate arrived, it all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure. But not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
I won't.
They're quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built from 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel.
Oh.
Then the accidents came.
And then Ifrid stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him. Although at first, I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Ifrid and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting back. The crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Aw, Velvet, doesn't it sound like something you rather want to do than act your revenge? Hakuna Matatas. Or however the saying goes.
Just when are we gonna be allowed free access through Vortigern? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it after those savage demons wrecked the place. Look, those demons who attacked Helavis are still on the loose, aren't they?
Yep. Standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vortigern were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way. Wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vortigern. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
Oh yeah, and I also thought about Magilu, why she's always so relaxed and carefree and not acting out. That's because she knows the truth and she just thinks, as long as I'm happy and chipper, everything will be fine. Because in reality, she's deeply scared to become a demon. And that's why she is the way she is. Collected, calm, and always having a joke up her sleeve. Kind of. Right? That would be a nice way to think about it, at least. Or the horrible thing. However you wanna put it. There's just something... Just stuff I wanna do so badly. Also, I thought up a new system. Whoop. Smells of sea salt. Okay, is there anything new? Nope, everything's clear. Yeah, new system to how to spend my money and when to get new equipment and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because I started using them. Ooh, I knew it.
Man, I heard that the merchants in Port Renede are making a killing now that the sea gate is shut tight.
No. Nothing compared to a merchant like you.
There are people profiting from this?
What are you talking about? Anyone who wants to head to Northgan has to sail around Westgan now. And those ships need to put into Port Renede for supplies.
That is true. Still, it's only until Vortigern is repaired.
Your friends in Renede wouldn't happen to be paying off the Abbey to delay repairs, would they?
You think that'd work on the Abbey? They're not as lax as the church was.
So that's it. You're in cahoots with the church.
Hey, relax. I'm just saying, there's a lot of nasty rumors circulating about those priests.
So not everyone's been hurt by Vortigern's closure. Interesting.
There's a front and back to every coin.
Except your coin only ever turns up tails.
There's something I want to do since... See if that helps. It's just a weird thing with my glasses that one of them is not... One side of my ear is not affected by it, while the other side is, and I don't know why. But I guess I have to... Just have to adjust it more, I guess. And again... Oh, whatever. There. Do you have anything good and new that I don't have or need? Or okay. Oh, I have ember blades. Don't have an Don't I have an ember doll? Okay, wait. I go with this. This is always easier. Okay, I have fallen daggers. I have ember daggers. I want the ember doll. Oh, damn it. There we go. Okay, let's see. Ember pendant. Okay, I have that. Accessory. All of this. Okay, now we have to enhance. Oh, that I was scared for a second that something went wrong. I don't need more amber blades. Wait, why? Oh, that's why. Keep the ember blade around for that. Don't need more ember. I think I just enhanced the new stuff I get so I can use it immediately. And I will micromanage it when I'm done with the session. I don't know if the inventory actually has a limit. I think that's my biggest issue, you could say. But I have another fatigue ward. Good. Running dash. Okay, that's a new one. Oh, and when I mark them a certain way, I can immediately find the new stuff between the stuff I'm already owning. Which makes it even easier to discern what is new and what is not. Okay.
Take a look at this.
Oh, I'm disappointed. Alright, wait, where does the game want me to go right now? All the way there, huh? Wait, how is it called? Yeah, Logres. Can I just go to Logres directly? Nope, warp to Logres is not available. That means I have to go there on foot. Ah, it's not that far. Oh,
The Bloodwing butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the Shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
Wait, but you also realized that he was a bad man and that wow. Adult language, he was a bad man, so he deserved to die. Why is she not telling her that he was behind a drug operation and was harming the Abbey and the people?
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the nectar was the Church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly Network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up?
Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
There was a dove near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Huh?
Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
Black, full-chested dove? Is that some sort of underworld code word?
Oh yes, they bring that up again. This is the kind of depth I would have expected from Final Fantasy XIII. But nope, Final Fantasy XIII is a bore, or was a bore.
Here we are, back in Logris. It was a lot tougher to get in the first time.
More funny than tough, if you ask me.
Oh, you mean Velvet's little dove act? Coo, coo!
I'd be careful teasing her if I were you. You know how she can get.
Oh, don't act like you didn't enjoy it too. I'm sure you did, right? Good little boys don't lie to adults, you know.
I might have. Just a little.
Say it like a dove.
It was funny. Coo, coo.
Is Inominat's book so difficult? Grimoire seemed perplexed by it.
Yeah. She said it was written in ancient Avarost, a language that uses Impressionist script.
I've never heard of Impressionist script.
Each character can have many different meanings and readings, depending on the emotion it's expressing and the way it relates to the characters around it. Some modest records on its grammar and structure survive, but none that say how to read the emotion the characters express. Grimoire said that you have to recreate the writer's feelings as a sort of starting point in order to read it.
I see. And you have a talent for that sort of thing?
I guess I do.
But a script based on emotions? That's as far removed from modern language as can be.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated apparently.
How can it be completely unrelated?
After the temperance of Avarost, the entirety of human civilization vanished. The language went with it.
Much as a blooming flower loses its petals, the Avarost civilization grew too far and came to its final end. The surviving buildings and ancient tools, the likes of which our technology cannot replicate, were the beginning of that end.
In any case, it sounds like deciphering that writing will take quite a while.
Yep.
On to battle!
Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. It will. Even when I'm not hitting anything, it will. So I have to be careful with just throwing it around like that.
I was amazing, wasn't I?
Oh, amazing enough. Wait, when... Can you finally... Oh yeah, equipment master. Wait. Dum, 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 dum. Bum.
Right then, let's finish this!
Oh.
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. Stop. Go away. Good boy. Oh, let's go.
Man, the capital sure is big.
Yeah, with historical buildings and artisans and all, there's much of interest here for a boy who loves to learn.
Uh-huh.
Sightseeing's nice and all, but don't wander off and get lost.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
I know, I was just saying.
All warriors, I have this to say. Those who fail to enhance their equipment shall never see victory. Laziness can lead to a sore punishment. Oh. I am super prepared.
You look like travelers. I have some good news for you. The restrictions on travel to the Aldina Plains are going to be lifted soon. The road's opening back up!
So, that's the latest word on the streets?
Ha! I see what you did there.
I try to liven things up around here.
Well, ever since Lord Artorias became the Shepherd, demon attacks have gone down. The world's filled with hardships, but perhaps things are starting to go in the right direction.
Perhaps. The demons who nearly destroyed Helaves are still skipping about on the loose, though.
What?
And just the other day, a village near Salt was destroyed by the demon blight. Guess the capital doesn't mind, though.
What?
Don't worry about it. Your shepherd and the Abbey are going to save the world, right?
Listening to you has kinda gotten me all nervous again. If you hear any other scary stories, let me know, please.
I've got one with fresh blood, melted bodies. Oh, maybe that tale about the demon doll that comes alive!
If you're going to waste time, we're leaving you here.
Well, that's enough of this detour then. Sorry to be such a drag.
Wait! That doll one sounded really cool!
Yeah, I really want to hear about the doll now too. Aww. Velvet the party pooper. Huh?
What's with this crowd?
Modulu's troupe just put on a real show. Man, it was the best! Her dancing was every bit as great as I'd heard.
Wow, the Modulu?
Surely you mean Mogilu! Has my time to bask in fame finally come at long last? No, we're talking about Modulu, not Mogilu.
You know, Lulu, the famous dancer? She actually goes by the majestic Lulu, but everyone calls her Modulu.
Just watching the beauty of her dance, you can't help but feel like maybe everything's gonna turn out okay in the world.
Sounds like a pretty cheerful act she has.
Cheerful? This is all a ripoff! She's just trying to pass off as Mogilu's menagerie and profit from our good name!
What good name? We don't actually perform anything.
I was planning on getting started eventually, but now this con artist comes along and ruins everything!
I can't just ignore that, you know.
It's Modulu!
You did great today, Modulu. I loved it.
Thank you so much. But according to my teacher, I still have a long way to go. I'll work hard to do better next time, so I hope you'll come see me.
What an open outfit.
Modulu's teacher is a dancer named Balta, whose immense talent brought him all the fame in the world. But Balta suffered a tragic injury that took him forever from the stage, and now Modulu was working hard to carry out his dream.
So, you're Modulu then?
I am. My teacher and I work really hard to put on performances that'll leave a lasting impact. And I refuse to let anyone call me a phony.
Oh? And how do you propose to stop me? Taking it to the stage and seeing which one of us can better hold a crowd?
Yes, that's just what I was hoping for.
Lulu, don't go around picking petty fights.
But sir, this woman, she...
You should know better. If you have the energy to spare spitting vitriol at people, you should refocus that anger into moving your body.
Oh boy.
If you need to express yourself, do it on the stage.
Yes, sir. You're right. Teacher, is the pain acting up again?
It's no matter. What does pain compare to losing the ability to dance? Anyway, what matters is how you're holding up.
I'm fine, sir.
Good. Then let's head back and practice some more.
He seems strict.
He does. But keep in mind that Balta recognized her talent at a young age. He even adopted her so he could pass on everything he knew. He might be strict, but only because he believes in her.
You sure know an awful lot about them.
I'm sort of a fan of theirs, you could say.
A teacher and his student, chasing after the same dream. What a sweet little story they have.
That's why I think it's high time for Magillu's Menagerie to put on a show. And for our act, we'll be a comedy duo.
Comedy? Where'd you get that idea?
You heard me propose a challenge to little Modulu, right? But not one of you knows a single acrobatic trick.
Sorry. Don't apologize. You couldn't have seen this coming.
Well, you could act like you feel a little bad at least. Now, normally I'd make you guys do something flashy like jump through a ring of fire, but I'll be magnanimous and let you do comedy instead. With comedy, I can take control of the stage and keep things lively. I can feed you the audience on a platter.
But going on the same stage as Modulu, it's too much to handle.
Oh, I can't wait to take her down a peg or two.
I'm out. I don't even know why you're bothering. It's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. Plus, if we do well, we'll be raking in the dough. What better opportunity do we have to get started than now? After all, people will come thinking we're Modulu's troupe.
You're sure eager to profit off of her good name.
That's exactly the material I want. Keep throwing out such zingers and the audience will be in stitches.
I'm not sure I follow, but okay.
The only thing getting thrown out is gonna be you.
You know, I think you could pull off being the straight man in our act.
What? Keep your compliments to yourself.
This plan might sound dumb, but more money never hurts.
Eisen, not you too.
Settled. Now we just need to book ourselves a few gigs. I've got an in with all the stage directors in town. For now, I think everyone should pair up so we can figure out just what sort of comedy chops you all have. Everybody?
Even me?
Certainly. Each one of you is a part of Magillu's Menagerie, after all.
I want to see it, please.
I'm not so sure about this.
I want to see it. Oh, please make this a reality. This is definitely what I need right now. Make this a reality, please. Give me the... No, not speaking. Get the item. Oh, well.
Whenever I hear Magillu's name, I can't help but think of Magilanica.
Magilanica? Who's that?
Oh, she's just a girl who worked as part of the freak show. Talked to spirits nobody else could see.
That's her, all right. She had many mysterious powers, like moving things without touching them and divining where people would find lost objects. For a time, people called her the Little Witch. She was pretty popular.
Thanks to her, the rest of the troop took in plenty of cash. Or so I hear.
Yeah, but eventually they took it too far, and the kingdom tried them for heresy. I hear Magilanica was subjected to really brutal torture.
True fact. Everyone knows this story.
Well, I've never heard it.
That's not too surprising. It all took place when I was a young woman myself.
Remind me, Magilo. How old are you again?
What? How old would you say I am?
Well, from your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
Is she actually... Does she actually look... Is she actually a witch who can keep herself young? That's actually a good question. They look all similar of age. Well, except for the obvious Laffy said. But... Wait, was... Magilu that little girl? And that's why she became a witch? Oh, I wonder how old Magilu truly is. I mean, for her age, she has a lot of knowledge. And seems to have been through a lot. Oh, but I really want to see Magilu's troop prospering. Magilu's menagerie. Oh.
When will the High Priest return to us?
Keep this between us, but I heard Lord Gideon was killed by demons.
Surely that's not true.
It most certainly is true.
Hey, shh! They'll hear you. I know someone who works in the palace, and he said the demon was a girl with the head of a wolf and the body of a gorilla.
But how could a demon have gotten into the palace?
Apparently, there was a power struggle among the higher-ups, and Gideon's enemies snuck the demon into his villa. They say that's why people sometimes heard terrifying screams coming from the place.
Oh, is the demon still there?
No idea. Rumor says she escaped, but I wouldn't worry. There's no way she'd stick around here.
That's what you think. She's right here, so you'd better watch out.
Stop messing around already.
I love her messing around. There more interaction here? No, not even Magilu can see it. Great, I guess. Aww, a little bit disappointing. But yeah, now we know why I can't go back to Helavis, or however it's called. Helavis. Helavus, Helavas. Anything in here? No. Ooh, maybe he has something new to sell.
The nights are so cold of late. It's gotten harder to get flamestone, too.
I hear the port at Helavis is at a near standstill. No matter how much flamestone they mine from Mount Killerhouse, they can't get it shipped out. I'm sure the Abbey is aware of the situation. It's not just us who are suffering. We have to endure.
Times like these is when we need to practice Lord Artorius' teachings. The many outweigh the individual.
Exactly. I'm sure Lord Artorius will think of us soon and send aid.
He doesn't give a damn about any of you.
How dare you!
The many outweigh the individual, right? Artorius wants to save humanity as a whole. Your individual troubles aren't important to him.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Aren't we part of the whole he wants to save?
What happy fools.
Sorry about that. She didn't get to see his speech, so she's been taking it out on everyone around her.
Really? What a troublesome kid.
But really, that speech was incredible.
She was there. She was the closest of all of you. Okay, let's see if you have anything interesting. Oh. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, damn it, I haven't bought it. Yeah, look for it, but don't buy it. That would be a waste, right? So now we enhance it. Was an accessory, right? Okay, now I check if there's a speech bubble here. I really want to see as much dialogue as possible, and I really hope I won't miss any. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, I can... Oh, did the flower grow back? Nope. Like it still hasn't grown back. How long does it take to grow back? Any new ones? Nope.
Eleanor, I need you to wait outside. The boss of the Bloodwings knows an exorcist is with us, but...
Say no more. I'm sure they have clients who wouldn't appreciate their faces being known to the Abbey.
Correct. Laphicet, you stay with Eleanor.
Okay.
I'll be back soon.
Hopefully they don't get kidnapped.
My thanks for coming all this way. It's been a while. Would you care for a peach pie?
What do you want?
Oh, it would do you good to unwind every now and again, you know.
Yeah.
Stretch a bow too far and its string is bound to snap.
What do you want?
I would like you to escort this person out of the capital.
Something smells about this. Literally. Where am I taking them?
Somewhere the authorities can't reach them.
Sounds nice. I could do with such a place myself.
No joke. We've been looking for a place to lay low, but we haven't had any luck yet.
We haven't even looked yet.
Well, come to think of it, I've heard a rumor that it's been a while since the Abbey has had any contact from Titania.
Prison Island.
Titania? But I thought the Abbey was in direct control of that place. Has the situation there gotten that bad since you left?
Sometimes the answer is right under your nose. I think it might work.
Yeah, could make a decent hideout actually. The Therians could definitely get their fill of malevolence there.
And the Abbey is far too goody-goody to imagine an escaped prisoner would ever return to her prison by her own free will.
At the very least, I'd say it's worth checking out.
I take it our intel has proven useful.
It has. But before we go, have you heard anything about the Abbey harboring demons?
I'm aware there was a demon in the villa, and that it has been relocated.
Where?
I can't say right this moment, but I'm sure we will find out shortly.
All right, then in exchange for this passenger's safety, I want more information on that demon.
You've got a deal. Eisen, I heard about your confrontation with Melchior. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you find him.
Yeah, you really blew that one, Toots.
It's fine. What's done is done.
Have you given up on finding Eifried?
No.
No, I haven't. The crew and I will do whatever we can to quash the Abbey's plans. We do them enough damage, and the Abbey ought to start thinking about putting their hostage to good use. They'll set him up as a trap for us, and that's when we'll steal him back.
Attacking the Abbey to create an opening for his escape.
Clever.
It's what Eifried would do. That's all.
They're taking a while.
Yeah.
The Shepherd has a special mission for you. You are to protect the Malak Laphicet and bring him to the Logres Abbey headquarters.
What's wrong?
Hey, you want to take a walk around the capital for a bit? I can show you some of the sights. But, You can't trust me. I understand.
No, it's not that. I promise. I'd love to go sightseeing with you, Eleanor.
Luffy said. Well, we'll do it another time, okay?
Why?
It's just, you know, Velvet would get mad at us.
Get mad about what?
Ah, you're done. And who is this?
A VIP entrusted to us by the head of the Bloodwings. We're stowing them away on Titania where the bad guys can't get at them.
The prison island? Just who is this person?
Didn't ask.
What?
Hey, something smells nice.
Huh?
What?
Stop sniffing things. We're leaving.
Something smells nice? Is he hungry?
Who is that caped man?
I do not know, but his hawks seemed extraordinarily well trained.
Trained to hunt, maybe?
I'd imagine. It takes a great deal of time and money to train a bird like that. What is it?
I smell something nice.
Indeed. The scent is somehow familiar. It can't be.
What are you two sniffing at?
Aha! They're bloodhounds on the hunt!
But we're talking about hawks hunting, aren't we?
Come again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please excuse my poor manners.
Damn it, I missed out on dialogue! Are you serious? I have to... Ah! Tika bara sappa tika boo! Game, you betrayed me, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I want to hear the dialogue that I couldn't hear. Wait, what? Where's the Wayne? Oh, it's not Wayne, it's the water fountain.
Take a look at this. I knew this would be big.
Ooh.
What a treasure!
Valkyn's Queer's Trinket. Wit and guts. Earmuffs?
Scout ship setting sail.
Victory weight up, huh? Good amount up. Oh, Commander of the Sea, huh? Oh, I want to hear that dialogue so badly now.
I can't believe you take a job without bothering to ask who you're escorting or why.
The less you know, the less trouble you invite.
Well, now they don't have any issue with letting me in. Get some extra things. And I probably will reload a save state. Well, not a save state. This game doesn't have save states. I mean, it has quick saves, but not save states. I don't know what... I think quick save just lets me go out of the game when I'm in the middle of a dungeon and need to take a rest, I guess. Yeah, I want to hear what that dialogue is. I just can't go on before that. I need that dialogue. I need it. I need it so badly. So that's the episode for now. I mean, it's an hour. An hour is still a very huge chunk, so there's really a lot that happened. But Yeah. So long then. Shite, did I just save over both? Yep, I'm a genius. I just saved over both. I just saved over... The game has accounted for so many things. So many things it has accounted for what the player does about... but only this... Ah... Ooh, I'm so mad now. And I'm so pissed at myself as well. Since I just... Out of habit, I just saved double. Just want to check if there's any dialogue I could miss. Being thorough is important. But, why? Why did that happen? Why? I'm so stupid. So stupid. I saved over it, so there's no point in me ending the episode now. Just have to keep going. Just have to keep going. Oh, what about the... Ah, I missed one. What about the inn? Nope, there's nothing in here. Good. How can I live with myself? Nope. Who's selling this stuff in the middle of the night? Yeah, bye-bye.
I'm ready for this.
Victory is ours.
Manual mode is actually the best thing. You have free movement, you can change the trajectory of your attack, and if you're not using the analog stick, if you are not using the analog stick, she actually attacks in the direction of the target. I have to get used to it, but it's probably better than semi-manual. Since you can just switch your target on a whim if you want to interrupt someone. I still want to get my second secret art out for once. That would be cool if I could accomplish that. I have amber paper? Oh, wait. Upgrading it immediately. Oh, wait. should have played this game ages ago. Don't know why I didn't. I was probably afraid that it would be boring, but it's anything but.
Could you fit my comedy act into tonight's show? I'm still breaking in my new partner, but I can carry the act. I'd appreciate you squeezing us in.
For you, Maggie dear, I'll do it as a personal favor, but you get 200 flat. No expenses, no per diem.
Oh, come on, don't be so stingy.
It gets worse. Our headliner is doubling up after, and the opener flubbed their lines and lost us minutes.
Playing deuce for a cold house? Well, alright, them's the breaks.
What the hell are you even saying?
I'm saying we're going on, and you're my straight man.
What? You're serious?
I'll take care of the actual funny bits. Just act like you always do and we'll be fine. Bonus points if you toss the men in the audience a glare of contempt every now and then. Just trust me.
Oh, hold on. This is all happening so fast. I'm not sure I'm ready for...
You'd better get ready, because the curtain's going up.
Wait, is that really happening? Oh, yes! But...
Hi there! We're Moggy and Val, your lovely comedians for today! Magicazam!
Yes!
We're still new to the comedy business, but we'll do our best to give you a memorable show. Now, I'm Moggy, the bright, beaming one in the pair, while my moody little partner here is... Hey, what's wrong, Val? Everything okay? You need to put some energy into this, or we're in trouble. Come on! If you've got one redeeming feature, it's your moxie.
That might be, but this is different.
I can see you're going through something right now. All right, let's take a deep breath together. Excuse us for just one moment.
Oh,
Velvet, what are you doing? We're losing the audience.
I can't help it. I've never talked in front of such a big crowd before.
Wait, don't tell me you've got stage fright?
So what if I do?
That's so unlike you. Just pretend that you're fighting some nasty exorcist and give it some gusto.
Easy for you to say. I'm embarrassed out here.
Don't be such a girl.
I am a girl.
That's it. Just do that, but project your voice.
I can't, and I don't want to.
You're a comedian, you have to. Where's your passion for your newfound art?
I'm not one, and I've never had any.
No, I can see it within you, deep down, the burning passion of a true artist at heart.
I've had enough! I can't do this with you!
Sorry, folks, show's over.
Aww, Velvet! Come on!
Well, you've certainly shown me something new. A comedy team that just stands on stage whispering to each other.
We're going for a brand new comedic style. So, what did you think?
Don't quit your day job.
That's what I thought.
Ah, now she plays the straight man.
Oh man, this is so annoying. Don't quit your date. Oh man, I want to hear more. I want to have... Come on. This can't be it. That was amazing. I love it. That was great comedy. Wait, am I even going the right direction? Take the mysterious man to Titania. Here. Yeah, we have to take the ship for that. Oh, remember how we burned down those crates? There's still the burning on the floor. Interesting how the house didn't burst into flames and they haven't bothered repairing anything. This is interesting. Those cats' treasure chests, they stay opened. But the other treasure chests stay closed.
This is bullcrap. You're gouging us just because you can.
Well, if you want to pay less, maybe you should go find someone more generous. Hmm?
Looks like they're at it again.
That?
Huh? What's happening?
Benwick, snap out of it! Benwick!
Huh?
was haggling for supplies, and...
Tell you what, I'll give you a fair price. Actually, just take what you need. We should all endeavor to help contribute to the common good of humanity, rather than selfishly pursue wanton profit.
What? Are you sure?
No. Wait. What was I saying?
Who did that?
You felt that too, didn't you, kiddo?
Yeah, it disappeared, but I felt a strong force coming from somewhere to the north.
It's called a domain. A Moloch zone of influence.
Wait, if it's north of here, then...
The Empyrean's throne?
Did that happen because of something Innominat and Artorias did?
I don't know.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We should get far away from here, and quickly.
We need to go back. And what about you? Why are you not walking?
So, the suppression.
Who is this man?
Well, that was certainly off-putting. But our job with Tabitha comes first. And we need a hideout soon, too.
True enough.
There's another one, there's another one.
Hey, geezer, you alright? What nonsense are you spouting, youngin'?
That's one spirited old man.
Well, it's just that you suddenly got all polite on me, and you were all like, "Oh no, good chum, worry not about your debt to me."
I thought I said stop spouting nonsense.
It's not nonsense. You did say it. I heard you say it.
He did, but we were all acting strangely. You said, after you, fine sir. And I said, no, I simply couldn't. You first, dear friend. There's no way in hell I would ever let you go first.
Come to think of it, that's right. But he said not to worry about our debts, and now he's taking it back? That's inhuman, cruel, ruthless.
They lost control of themselves, but still have their memories. Maybe something was manipulating them.
What in the world happened to us?
I don't get it, but what I do get is that he said we don't owe him nothing. So my debt to you is off, right, old man?
Same here, same here.
Shut your traps. I'd be flat broke if I let you knuckleheads off the hook. Now shut up and pay up.
Something really strange happened here.
Seems so. And I think this is just the beginning of it.
Oh boy, it's exactly what the Abbey wants. Nice people who have their emotions in check and think of the greater good, instead of being overcome by emotions of greed, lust, and other things. Greed, lust, gluttony, pride, and all the other sins that don't come to mind right now. Oh, I have to check the tavern, I'm sorry. I have to check if... Not the tavern, but the inn. I have to check if something happened at the inn. Nope. Alright then. We are off. We are I think we actually had that show even in Germany. Huh. Well. And let's go! Sorry for spacing out there, I'm fine now.
Alright, we're safely on the rolling waves. Don't you think it's time you showed us your face, Mystery Monk?
You're right. My apologies.
I knew it! Prince Percival!
Percival Ilmid Asgard, crowned prince and heir to the throne of the Midgand Kingdom.
So he's next in line, is he?
It looks like someone already had me figured out.
Yes, Your Highness. I could tell from your fragrant wood scent, as only the royal family may wear it. But if I may ask, why?
Must I explain myself to gain your aid? I myself could ask what an exorcist is doing consorting with members of the underworld.
I don't...
It doesn't matter why you're here. On this ship, you're here for us to use to our advantage.
Treat me as you will. It's not like I can ever go back.
For a fellow born with silver spoons spewing out of his mouth, Princie Pooh's rather laid back.
Prince Percival is an upstanding man, renowned for both his intelligence and his fair, just demeanor. It's widely believed that with him on the throne, Midgard's prosperity will continue and...
Look, I played dumb earlier, but I smelled that scent too. He wore it for us to notice. He wanted us to know just what sort of position he held, and how useful he could be to us.
He surprised me, at least.
Do you think we're being led into another trap?
We definitely can't take that possibility off the table.
When the time comes, he'll make a good hostage, if nothing else.
Not if the ones we face are after his life too.
For now, let's just make sure we keep an eye on him.
The prince. He said he couldn't go back.
I wonder why.
Because of the Abbey, you numbnuts.
The whole island's a prison. It's like a secret fort or something.
Weirdly quiet, though.
Yeah, I don't see a single exorcist on watch.
Let's scope out the inside.
Well, I mean, people have to be inside to produce malevolence for the Therians to feast on. It's just plain eerie. It's giving me some goosebumps. Gecko bumps? No, I want to talk to... Not scared. Much. Oh, maybe I should talk to the main characters at the very least. It's all been carved out of the bedrock. More like a fortress than a prison to me. In any case, it was hell of a lot of work. Part of the plan. Maybe I should at least talk to the main characters. Even when the dialogue, even if the voice acted dialogue is out. Oh, it's a little bit late for that, but then again, I have something to look forward to when I replay the game. Eventually. Oh.
An exorcist.
Are you alright?
Headless Knight's back.
She's dead.
The Headless Knight is back?
Oh, come on, it's a basic bitch.
Think this is the demon that attacked her?
Nope.
Another prison riot?
Kurogane, Dial, you two protect Kamoana and the prince.
Understood.
Stupid monkey, you're giving me a headache.
Stay sharp! This one must have survived the riot!
Not even worth my time. So did the Abbey actually fail to quell the riot?
I find that hard to believe. The prison was heavily staffed with exorcists.
Perhaps it was venomization.
Venomization?
A dark ritual, forcing demons to eat each other in order to produce ever stronger demons.
So the demons devoured each other, creating a demon too powerful for the exorcists to control?
I imagine the riot didn't help.
Now whose fault could that have been, I wonder?
Whatever happened doesn't matter to us now. We need to focus on how to take this place for ourselves.
That exorcist from before said something about a headless knight, right?
That one's probably the leader.
Then we hunt it down and destroy it.
Until we capture the island, let's use this room for our staging ground. I'll leave the prince and Kamoana to you two. Eliminate any enemies who come in.
Understood.
Don't expect much from me, but alright.
Kamoana, if anything happens, call for me and I'll come running to protect you, okay?
Okay, you stay safe too, Eleanor.
Let's go.
This kid's voice gives me the creeps. I don't know why. This horsey voice, like she smoked all her childhood already. It's so weird. Are there little kids that have this voice as a natural voice? Sense a powerful presence in the interior. There's someone to be wary of here. Listen, I'm a lizard, not a dragon. You know that. If things get too scaly, I'm cutting my tail and running. Oh hell, I forgot I don't have a tail anymore. Come this far by running away, but it's time for me to stand my ground. Oh, it's so hard to focus on her. There we go. I know you come if I call for help. Right? Promise? Yes, that I do promise. Okay. Did I already thank the developers for making such a great English voice cast? Who would have thought I would ever come back here? Wait, was this the entrance? Oh, indeed it was. I actually want to see then what the other room is. Oh, what?
This island reeks with malevolence.
I imagine it's emanating from all the big old demons roaming about.
Oh. They are fast little rascals. Oh. I'm confused. There's a treasure chest though. Woo! Oh. Oh, it's you!
Hey, it's you again.
I'm so busy. I'm so busy I can't even notice what's going on around me.
You're not fooling anybody. Why bother?
I was hoping to not have to deals with yous guys. Whenever I run into yous, I always lose so much monies.
Because Velvet always forces unreasonable demands on you?
Oh, Miss Exorcist! Your concern warms my little turtle's heart.
I'm not forcing anything. I just think he's trying to take advantage of us by fixing his prices well above market rate.
Price fixing? Isn't deliberately marking up items so as to take advantage of the less fortunate? I was under the impression that the Abbey strictly forbade such unscrupulous business tactics.
Perish the thought, Miss. Our accounting is always above board. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. No matter whens and no matter wheres, you can get whatever you needs for the same fair price.
That's good to hear. Eleanor, give the nice turtles that smile he so desires.
I'm sure running a business is hard work. Hang in there.
Much obliged.
He gets the talk by everyone. Okay, let's see. I have one of these. Let's get that then. +1, +1. Oh. Oh, until you learn this ability, seems to take a lot out of. Wait, what? Why do I know that there is a treasure chest already? Oh, I'm not sure where I've been in this place already. Oh, I know that I've been here because of the wire. Nope. Ah, damn it, there's a treasure somewhere in here. Oh!
You better be ready.
Uh-oh.
Sorry to cut you down.
Okay, so the Mars Satchel is master. The slowing capability. Huh? Oh. Let's just go from bottom to top. There we go. Oh! Oh! Why didn't she say that earlier? Oh, right, the Void Wing then. Why do I still have this equipped? Damn. Okay, I have to check everyone just in case. Okay, so there's a treasure chest somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. Oh. Well, now I know where it is. Oh, but I have to check the rooms for cats things. Ah, yes! I wanted to do this so badly! And this was the time I could do it! This was the second Mystic Art!
You really do have a peculiar air about you.
Yeah, I don't think you're one to talk.
Health's Claw. Only available, hold RT after the second hit of the combo to activate. This ability knocks enemies away a large distance. Oh. I don't know if that is actually useful for me. Oh yeah, Expedition. I totally forgot about it.
Scout ships.
Did I actually look? I have the feeling I didn't look thoroughly enough. But this is interesting. I like it. I'm glad I could use the second one. That was cool. That was really cool. Appreciated that one.
I challenge you.
What? Oh, why?
Not even worth my time.
There was nothing in here otherwise, huh? Oh well, could be worse. Oh, there's a whole nother room to explore. Okay. Oh.
Don't get careless.
This huge aura, who's doing that?
We're finished here. Let's go.
Oh, I don't give a damn anymore. I Ah! Yes. One of those are things I could have gotten already once. Now I have to go in here. You can try to catch me if you want, but I'm not up for that. Uh-oh. To decide quickly where to go. Don't.
From the way you were talking, it seemed like you had an idea of who was behind the riot. What happened here?
I'd think someone in your position would know.
There were reports of a large riot, but I was caught up in chasing you, so I heard little else.
It was a small affair, really. Velvet Rokuro and I were being held on this island. Velvet instigated the other prisoners to riot so that we could escape.
She used the prisoners?
Yeah. You'd expect different from me?
How did it end?
We didn't stay to see, but the prisoners were losing badly. At least, that's what it looked like. But if that was the case, then where did all the exorcists go?
I know Oscar left to report the incident, but the other guards should have remained at their posts.
Well, if they didn't flee, we have to assume they were all killed.
By this headless knight, perhaps? Well, no sense losing our heads, I suppose. But it looks like we're in for a heck of a fight.
All we have to do is mop up anyone who's left.
But if we would do that, there's nothing to feed on. Outer path, North Watchtower. One South Watchtower. I don't know where I have been already.
What was it called? Venomization, right? The dark ritual of making demons feed on each other to birth stronger ones.
Eisen, how many demons does the ritual require?
It's more a matter of quality than quantity. Stronger demons mean more powerful malevolence.
The ritual mixes the victor's malevolence with that of the devoured, creating a terrible, bloodthirsty monster. You see, the newfound power comes at a great cost. With it, the victor's last vestiges of self-control are stripped away.
So it's something even more than a monster. A seething ball of pure power and malevolence.
Rokuro, don't tell me you're considering it for yourself.
Of course I am. I'll consider anything that can make me stronger.
You cannot be serious!
What's there to be so surprised about? Well, look at Velvet. She's already eaten countless demons.
You're ridiculous!
He's right. If it helps me find my vengeance, I don't care.
Velvet?
Wait. Are you really going to do it?
Relax. It's not gonna happen. Becoming a monster wouldn't bother me. But when I defeat my rival, I have to be myself for it to mean anything. It's the same for Velvet.
It is?
Besides, if I kill a previous victor of the ritual, I'll have proved myself strong enough not to need the extra power.
You're ridiculous.
Oh boy. Yeah, they are all pretty ridiculous. Wait. Didn't I come from here? What? Oh, there's a treasure chest. Okay. It's good enough for me to stay.
Don't waste my time.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilated?
Killing flash! When I'm this close, I must miss! Form zero!
Nice.
To die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem.
Dear police! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight it here!
Oh wait!
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Yeah. Wait, did someone just master something? Oh yeah, did. No, there's nothing new to learn. That's bad. That's bad. Bad. Oh, see, I knew there would be something like this here. But I don't have enough cat souls. Of course I don't. Pardon me. But that was cool, wasn't it? I can do it more reliably now. I think. I hope. Wait, no monster here? Weird. Oh, it's Pegasus. Ah, he's still learning something. I can't praise the developers enough for this ingenious monster and counter RPG system that you only need to fight, that you most of the time only need to fight if you really want. Wait. Oh, I open it. Okay. Yeah. That you only really need to fight if you want to, and you can avoid enemies without much of a consequence. This is something I really, really appreciate. I can't praise that kind of system enough. Wait, isn't this where I was held captive? Oh, it sure is. Oh, and I used up all my BGs. That could be bad. Well, ain't that a treat?
The Headless Knight!
He must be the product of the venomization.
Well, he definitely looks vicious enough.
Not as vicious as our velvet, though.
Where's his voice even coming from?
I don't know. Look inside.
That armor weakness. Okay. Shit, I already forgot again. Okay, it's normal attack, water. Attack minus 30%? That's good. Okay, so direct attack, water, armored, and undead. Okay. So the direct attack one is... Huh? Wait, what is this? Is that showing me what is going along with other stuff, Great? Is it showing me what works together? Wind Whip and Moonlight Cyclone? That's rather interesting. That gouging. That's not all of the weakness. I need the weaknesses at, well, at the start of the attack. Do I have anything physical that is good against armored as well? Rising Moon can cause paralysis, that's good. So Rising Moon it is for now. Moonlight Cyclone. Wait, what was the other weakness? Water, okay. Okay, water. So either Twin Whip. What other water attacks do I have? Shell Splitter. And then I go with... Oh, wait. What are snakes? Wait, huh? I go with Twin Whip. And that goes good with Moonlight Cyclone, apparently. What HP? That. Then there is Armored and... Armored and Undead, right? Armored and Undead. Megasonic Plus. Now I need something that is good against Undead. Oh, I don't have anything that's good against Undead. I guess then I put Slacker Soul as last.
Well, that takes care of that.
Wow. The fight didn't even last long enough to utilize everything.
Yeah.
I feel something again.
More malevolence?
No, another Earth Pulse point. It must be on this island.
I sense it too. It's very close.
It's down there.
Directly underneath us, I would guess.
She was held captive there.
What is this place?
Welcome to the most secure cell in the entire complex. The darkest hole in Titania. Feel anything, Laphicet?
Yeah, I think this is the Earth Pulse point.
If this cell is where the Earth Pulse point is, then does that mean it housed a Therian?
Yeah. And a real hungry one at that. Every day, they would toss demons into its cell. It would devour its fill, then wipe the blood from its lips. Never once realizing it was delivering to Inominat the malevolence of hundreds of demons and prisoners. And then one day, there appeared before it a female Moloch, who shattered the barrier and freed the Therian from its cage. But the Therian knew no mercy, and it devoured its liberator. And it was then... It was then I obtained the power. The power to avenge my brother.
Velvet, you're a Therian?
This prison island was a feeding ground for the Therian, harnessing the malevolence created by the prisoners within.
But because Velvet escaped, the malevolence went out of control.
Wow, the same darn thing that happened back in Kamoana's village.
Lord Artorias would never have done such a thing.
No? What's so unbelievable? That he used his wife's brother as a human sacrifice? That he imprisoned his wife's sister? Because that's what your damned holy shepherd did! All to get his hands on Inominat's power!
I'm sure he had a reason for...
A reason? To spare the world of its pain? Don't give me that! Who will spare my brother's pain? Who will soothe my brother's despair? He murdered my little brother Laffy! And you'll stand there and tell me it was for the greater good?
I love this intense moment.
At any rate, that's one less Therian for us to track down.
Velvet.
Oh.
Kamoana?
What? Did Velvet yell at you so hard you're starting to hear voices now?
I have a feeling something's wrong. Kamoana could be in danger.
But we already beat the Headless Knight.
I still can't shake this feeling. Please, let's go back and check on them.
What a connection. Well then. I wonder if I ruined the moment by saying, yeah, I love that moment. Yep, we check on them. Since there's no time limit, might as well. I guess the real challenge is waiting outside, huh? I mean, I know one of my fellow subscribers and long-time acquaintance, or, well, we haven't exchanged that many words.
So, Velvet is a Therian, is she?
We haven't exchanged that many words, only in the comment section and all that. The JRPG King, he calls himself. And yeah, he apparently had major issues with the last boss, so I'm very interested in how much harder the game gets on its own. Since so far, it is kind of a breeze, isn't it?
I knew there was something off about her.
But it's what she cried out that's really on my mind. Laphicet, is Velvet truly Lord Artorias' younger sister?
She never told me.
If it were true, I suppose it would explain her knowledge of Lord Artorias' training.
If you're so curious, why not ask her yourself? Hey, Velvet, what's your connection to Artorias?
Rokuro, have some tact!
I heard you whispering. It doesn't bother me. Artorias was married to my late sister, Celica. He was our brother-in-law. We lived together for more than 10 years.
That does explain a few things.
So he sacrificed his little brother and turned his sister into a Therian.
But you were his family.
To his view of the grand scheme, family is inconsequential. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. All he did was act according to his ideal logic. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get moving.
Oh boy. Isn't that a happy-go-lucky family?
Don't get careless!
Ah, shit! That was not even what I wanted to do. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
So it turns out that Velvet is a Therian who consumes malevolence.
And too much malevolence is what changes people into demons. Strong enough malevolence can persist after the person who created it dies, turning their corpse or spirit into a raging monster. That's how undead and phantom demons come about.
Then the demons Velvet killed turned back into humans because she devoured their malevolence.
Yeah, and consequently, they avoided becoming undead or anything like that.
So she saved them. Well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse, of course.
Do you think she could devour only the malevolence and turn a living demon human again?
Unfortunately, that's impossible due to malevolence's self-reinforcing nature. When Therians are connected to Enominat through an Earth Pulse point, they seem to be able to absorb small concentrations of malevolence from the surrounding area and inhibit the creation of new demons. But any human who builds up enough malevolence to turn into a demon will keep producing malevolence as long as they live.
That's right. To devour any malevolence, I need to cut it off at the source. That's how my powers work.
Velvet, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it. Actually, I find it convenient. This way, I'll never forget my hatred for Artorias.
Plus, as long as you stay away from an Earth Pulse point, you get to keep the power of any malevolence you consume.
Fuel for my hatred, yes.
Oh, okay. Really? Don't call it fuel for hatred.
Take a look at...
When do I finally get to the last area that I still need to unlock? I don't even know if it's the
Scout
last
ship
one.
set...
Oh, this is where I am now, okay. Wait, both ways would have led to the same thing? Buddha path northwest. Oh, okay. You have something new? Oh wait, no! I don't need something new from you. What I really need is To upgrade whatever new weapon I find. Oh yeah, the amphibolt spear. I already have a +1 of those. Already have an amphibolt talisman. This new system works pretty well. Listen. At least 3 of those, I guess. No. Oh wait! I wanted to check if you have anything new to buy. Not really. Wait, wasn't there someone who was maxed out and couldn't learn anything new? Oh yeah, it was him, wasn't it? He was done with this, but doesn't have anything else to learn. That sucks. South Watchtower. Whoa! God, that scared me. Wait, there was no way to go from here, right? I'm just going here and wasting time now. Yeah, there was nothing else I could do here. Oh, they set the headless rider.
Eleanor! You really came back for me. A promise is a promise, sweetheart.
A headless knight and a horse demon.
It's giving off a ton of malevolence.
This must be the true survivor of the venomization process.
Oh, I get it! The dying exorcist lady wasn't saying Headless Knight is back. She was going for Headless Knight on horseback.
Whatever the case, we'll fight whoever we have to claim this island.
Oh no! So this is the true test. Weaknesses only those? That's good. Armored, undead, and fiend. Okay. Okay, armored, undead, and fiend, huh? Let's see. I have only armored here. And that's Mega Sonic Thrust. Why does it say Searing Edge now? What? Okay, so let's just create a whole bunch of these. This, and we go for gouging spin, I suppose. Maybe I should go for things that I haven't used much. But it all has to be this, okay? Harsh Rebuttal. Yeah, that looks good. Oh no, Harsh Rebuttal is also one of the ones that I use very often. There, Rising Moon. Rising Foot, Rising Moon, Mega Sonic Dress. And I really like Soaring Dragon, it looks so cool. Yeah, I go with Soaring Dragon just because it looks cool.
Oh, I can't help but wonder how the horse is named.
Get close and look if you're that curious.
Oh shit. Oh no, I lost. Ah, shit. Oops. No! Fudge! Whoa! No! Why am I dead? How did I die?
I can't thank you.
Whoa! Call backup? I dodged! we go. Shit! No, not again! Why am I dying so hard? Suck my everything. Oh. Where is she? Oh, shite. Okay, got him. I'm getting so screwed
That's
over.
Venomization, all right. Definitely stronger than that headless lump of armor.
Okay, now I see how he struggled against the last boss. I see it now. Some of the bosses are really... I don't know why everyone else seems to be super fine keeping their health up. But I just struggled so hard. I struggled so hard to keep my health up. It's annoying to a T. I mean, usually I just can't use Consuming Claw, but I just can't use it often enough against bosses.
I beg your pardon?
Not you.
The demon from the villa?
No, look! It's absorbing the malevolence. It's a Therian.
Actually, that hawk is Griffin, my one and only friend.
A damned Therian. So that's what Tabitha meant when she said we'd find out shortly.
But Your Highness, why do you have a Therian?
It's like I said, Griffin has been my dear friend ever since I was a child. Even if he's a Therian now, that hasn't changed.
Oh!
So you knew you were helping a Therian escape. What are you plotting?
I have no plots or schemes. I just want Griffin to be free.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. The Crown Prince and future King, he's gonna do whatever he likes.
I suppose I am at that. But if I am, it's the first time I've ever been allowed a choice of my own. When you're a prince, you're not a person. You're an institution, one designed to serve the state and its people. Say, for instance, you're doing your law studies and your back suddenly itches. What do?
I mean, I'd scratch it. Who wouldn't?
When I did that, my tutor gave me a whipping so hard the blood ran down my back. The reason being that I prioritized a personal feeling, that is to say my itch, over my studies in service of the state. Seeing Griffin lay claim to the skies let me imagine my own freedom. It was my lone solace over the years. But then, he turned out to be responsive to Innominat's power.
I take it the Midgand royal family is well aware that the Abbey is creating Therians.
Of course. How could we not? The kingdom offers unequivocal support to Shepherd Artorius' vision of reason and will. Even so, if there was one thing I could never permit, it was seeing Griffin locked up and unable to fly. Never. I tricked the Exorcist on guard and disabled the barrier. But then Griffin attacked the Exorcist and killed him.
That's why you said you could never go back.
They can overlook a single dead exorcist, but with a Therian removed, malevolence will engulf the capital.
I knew full well what I was doing. And yet, I couldn't watch my friend's life be stripped away.
Your Highness.
He chose a single bird over the world. Why do you think that birds fly?
That's what Lord Artorias asked me.
My anatomy book says birds can fly because their bones are light and their wing muscles are enormously strong.
Birds fly because a bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. That's what I think.
I understand now. As long as you remain on this island, you may do as you please. But if you try to escape, I'll kill you.
That should work. This way we'll have him on hand if we ever need a hostage.
Understood. I appreciate you letting Griffin and me stay here.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's build ourselves a hideout.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I know. I got KO'd 2 times to my greatest shit. Ugh. I really... Why am I struggling so much to keep myself up? Why? Why is it so hard?
Hey, Velvet, do you know where Eleanor is?
Wasn't she just playing with you?
Yeah, but then she left. I'm worried because she looked pretty sad. Can you go find her?
Why me? All right, fine. Just don't cry on me, okay?
Oh, what a soft spot Velvet has. Still, I will go back to the Reddit and ask and tell them about my struggle to keep myself alive. It seems to be the enemy goes hard on me, or the AI just knows better than me. Oh. There! I can just make them defensive.
Hey, Rokuro, have you seen Eleanor?
Probably. I don't know. Get drunk.
Just try not to go overboard.
But man, are we a bunch of screw-ups or what? I mean, we've kidnapped a prince now. They gotta have laws against that. Broke out of prison, flattened Helives, tried to assassinate a shepherd. Hey, how many infractions do you think we're on the hook for?
Pardon me if I don't stop and count. If you don't like it, nobody's forcing you to tag along.
No, I still haven't repaid my debt to you.
You say that, but you really just want to beat Shigude, don't you?
Whoa, to me they're both connected. It's a long story, but I can tell you if you...
I'll pass.
Well, join me for a drink then?
Can't. I'm 19.
What? Oh, wait. Oh, the legal drinking age in America is 21, isn't it? And why would it be a problem? You're a demon. Who cares about your age at this point? In Germany, the legal drinking age or the legal age for anything is 18. So it would be absolutely fine. At least in my country. You need to be an adult before you can drink. I don't care if you're a demon. That rule is universal. Wow, really, Rokuro? That's where you draw the line?
Huh. A most interesting interpretation. What do you make of this part here, then?
Well, if you pronounce it Loney Kyle, then it'd mean midriff, which probably isn't right. Maybe Muse Mila?
Well, that would make this passage read, Pornges are nummy.
Okay. Yeah, that's not right either. What's wrong, Velvet?
Have you seen Eleanor?
No, I haven't.
Sorry, I know I'm supposed to watch her.
Just read somewhere where there's more light. You'll hurt your eyes like this.
Okay.
Ah, that's not how it works. Taught me a lot about the ancient tongue. It's so fun to learn something new. You have to drag me away from a tropical resort to a place like this. At least I have a bright, passionate student to keep me company, so it's not all bad. He learns a lot in this little downtime I have. Eleanor looks like she was feeling down. Please go find her and cheer up Velvet. Now, since we've taken over the island, we get to name it whatever we want. What does Dial Isle sound to you? I think maybe you should keep your thoughts to yourself. Jeez, well, excuse me for existing. I know it's a prison island, but could you be any less hospitable? See, Eleanor, well, Your Royal Highness? Sorry, but I have not... How about you, Griffin? Huh? Alright. Griffin hasn't either. I see. Princesses aren't this weird in stories. Well, I guess that's true.
Hey, you got any idea where Eleanor is?
No, sorry. I was having a meeting with Benwick and the crew about our search for Ifried.
Are you sure you're okay with putting that off? At this point, the Abbey doesn't have much reason to keep him alive. Wouldn't you rather look for him than Therians?
I know time is a factor, but we still don't have any decent leads. I think we need to stir up the Abbey and see what shakes loose. And who better to do that than you?
So this works for both of us then?
Never fear. I'm still acting out of self-interest. Besides, Ifried won't die so easily.
He's a strong man. It'd take a lot to bring him down.
Yeah. I've never seen him flinch from a storm, no matter how choppy the seas.
Where angels fear to tread, as they say.
Probably some of that as well.
By the way, you never catch cold either? Doesn't seem like it. What a path. Hi, Magilu. One of my favorite ones.
Hey, any idea where Eleanor went?
How should I know? I'm too busy to spare any time worrying about anyone else.
You look pretty distinctly unoccupied to me right now.
Right. I'm busy being unoccupied.
You're... what?
It's simple. When you have free time, it means you're busy trying to avoid having any business to do.
You're too weird for this world, Magilu.
Says the woman with the world's blandest personality.
I always figured you'd be the type to take off as soon as things got hairy. So what keeps you here?
I am utterly, completely, totally, wholly devoid of anything else to do. Which is to say I'm...
unoccupied.
Right, now you get it. Besides, I have to stick around to see how our bet turns out, don't I?
Wow, Magilu is one of my greatest assets. Life is nothing but time to kill. Being born is a pretty huge hassle if you think about it. Oh no, that's very depressing. Being born is such a hassle, you have to kill so much time. Wow, that's a grim way to look at things. The blandest personality, huh? And I would have figured she would be out here. But then again, the trail led me in a totally different direction, or should have led me in a totally different direction. What? Oh, right. Everything seems so Oh yeah, I should probably save. Oh, I haven't been in this watchtower, have I? Have I? Have I not? Oh no, I have been here. Oh, hi! Bien! Food. You want something? Have you seen Eleanor? No? Honest? Alright, thanks. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's nothing up here either, is there? Nope. Should play some Spider-Man once in a while. Okay, let's go to the... What watchtower then? Oh! What was that? 1F? Where's 1F? Oh, right. Hello. Anything new? Oh. I went the absolute worst possible direction to get where I want to. And also, I have apparently not even investigated that one area. Wait, how late? Oh, 2.5 hours! God damn! I should get this to a close pretty soon. Eh? Wait, what? Where am I now? This is a... Oh! This is absolutely mirrored. There we go. Aha. Why am I going out of my way to not go the way I need to go? And instead I go everywhere but the way the game wants me to go? Because I'm kind of an explorer when the world is not too big. This is basically the issue I have with open world games. They are so open that you are so overwhelmed that you don't bother looking everywhere. And in a little bit more contained areas, it's not as daunting of a task. That's why I think not everything has to be an open world game nowadays, but for some reason people think it has to, which is sad and shouldn't be like that. But everyone tries to jump the bandwagon of open world games. which is just not the right way to go. Not everything you want to do needs an open world.
There you are, Eleanor. Kamoana's worried about you.
You actually came looking for me?
Can't say no to a crying child.
Indeed. She may be a Therian now, but deep down, she's still a lonely little girl. That's something I've come to realize in traveling with you all. Wretched demons and Therians, even the Malakim who'd I'd only thought of as tools, they all live and think as humanly as the rest of us. I was so clueless. I didn't know what Demon Blight really was, nor what the Abbey was doing. Through it all, I knew nothing beyond blind belief in whatever I was taught.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
The coward's path is not that of an exorcist. They may say, I didn't know anything, so I can't be blamed. I can't live like that. I think I'll stay here a little longer to cool my head off. Please tell Kamoana I'm alright.
Don't stay out too long. The sea breeze can get cold.
Thank you.
Don't get the wrong idea. If you got sick or something, Kamoana and Laphicet would worry. That's all.
Oh god, no, she's a tsundere. No! Don't do that! No, I only realized that now. Oh boy.
I have something to say. There's something I've been hiding, until now. I've been acting undercover on a special mission for Lord Artorias. I was to watch over the Malik Laphicet and bring him to Abbey headquarters. So vital was the mission, I was to do whatever it took, even kill my fellow exorcists.
You were gonna take me to them.
I'm sorry for deceiving you, Laphicet. Originally, I was going to get you to lower your guard, then take you in. However, I no longer intend on following the Abbey's orders.
You're turning your back on Artorias?
No. I still believe in the sincerity of Lord Artorias. That the world he seeks is one that will benefit all humankind.
Oh boy.
But nevertheless, I simply cannot bring myself to condone the methods he has chosen to achieve that vision. So... I will help you protect the Therians. Until I discover the answer I seek.
Eleanor!
I want to live a life that I don't have to be ashamed of. And to do that, I have to learn the truth for myself.
So, you live by your emotions after all.
Maybe you found your own creed.
Welcome to our wonderful world of wickedness.
Don't equate us! To act in opposition of one's feelings is to act opposed to reason.
You never make things simple, do you?
You should be glad I don't.
Yeah, after all, she's my vessel.
Yes, yes.
So, I think our next order of business is to find ourselves another Therian. Well, that's the extent of my insight. Anyone got any actual leads?
What if we had Eleanor swipe some intel on them from the Abbey? That could work.
I don't know.
It wouldn't work. Officially, the Abbey still considers her a traitor, so who would leak anything to her?
Yeah. Besides, we can't put Laufeyset in danger like that. And anyway, Eleanor's terrible at being a spy.
Ungracious, but accurate.
You know that special underground cell from yesterday? I want to go back there. There's something I want to try out.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. I'm shocked.
Laufeyset, I must offer you an apology.
What for?
For spying. I was plotting to take you back to the Abbey. I am truly sorry.
It was your mission, wasn't it? Somehow I think I always knew.
You did?
Everyone
Call
knew.
it a hunch. Besides, Velvet was really suspicious of you. Whenever you feel you're doing something wrong, you start to sweat a lot. It seemed odd.
How long have you known?
Ever since you became a vessel for me. I think Velvet knew too.
That's quite a shock. I failed completely in my role as a spy. It's pathetic. Shameful, really.
Well, I think it says something good about you.
Huh?
Someone who can't lie well seems like a better person than someone who has an easy time of it.
Thank you, Laufeyset. I think you're the better person here.
I wouldn't go that far.
What are you doing here, Bienfu?
Oh no.
I was hoping you'd let me join in!
We're in the middle of something important. Please leave us be for now.
I'll be quiet. Just let me hang around, alright?
Afraid not.
Bien! Madame Eleanor is a mealyhead!
She's a what?
Laufeyset, thank you. I hope we can stay friends.
I hope so too, Eleanor.
Oh, isn't that cool? Isn't that cute?
The exploration of the outer seas is going super well.
Yeah. It's all thanks to you guys chipping in.
Oh, we haven't done all that much.
Well, don't rest on your laurels just yet. Worse things happen at sea, you know. The scouting ship could always get eaten by some giant tentacled horror from the deeps.
Danger's a part of the job. Besides, Ifrid's pirates are all about venturing into the unknown.
I wonder what's still hidden out there for us to find.
Terror Island, for one thing. According to ancient legends, it's an island that moves across the outer seas like a ship.
Really? I've never heard of an island like that.
Nobody knows if it's real or not, which is exactly why we have to try and find it ourselves.
Awesome! I can't wait to get to the bottom of this.
Don't get too excited just yet, kiddo. It's good to have enthusiasm and all, but I bet this place is called Terror Island for a reason.
I'm not too worried. Like Eisen said, challenging the unknown is what Ifrid's pirates do, no matter what the risk.
Looks like you've caught the bug too.
Ha, looks like it.
Wait, what? Why is there so many dialogue? Well, not that I'm opposed of it.
Hey, Bienfu, I have a question for you. I know Magilu likes to call herself a witch and all that, but what is she really?
The obvious guess would be that she's an exorcist, but I don't think I ever saw her name in the roster.
That's not surprising. She is indeed a bona fide dark witch. I should know. I saw one night just how scary she could be. It's enough to keep you awake at night.
What?
It was near the crater of a volcano. Above the bubbling magma sat a huge cauldron. Inside the cauldron, a blood-red liquid stickily simmered, boiling in the hellfire heat. When droplets splattered onto Miss Magilu's cheeks, she just cackled and licked it off, and she kept the cauldron boiling for 3 days and 3 nights.
What was she making?
Strawberry jam.
What? What's scary about that?
I was just getting to the scary part. Instead of using sugar, she put in soy sauce, cooking wine, and liquor.
Soy sauce and strawberries? Is that normal?
You wouldn't think so, but that contrasted sweetness, sourness, and saltiness actually makes it taste great. Not that someone like you would understand the appeal. You have to have a refined palate like mine to appreciate it.
Wait, I've heard of that. You can boil things in soy sauce and wine to preserve them. When you do it with strawberries, it's called strawberry soup.
That's right!
Actually, strawberry soup has sea urchin and abalone, not strawberries. It's just called that because the sea urchin plumps up like berries. And it's not preserved either.
Really? Well, I had no idea. Wow, I really liked it too. I wonder if the reason she's never made it for me again is because she realized the mix-up. Now that I think about it, that's not the only thing I like that she made one time. Like durian jellies and the candied sweet fish too.
I think I see what's going on here.
What does the food she's made more than once taste like?
It's just normal stuff, like what you guys always have. Only a truly scary witch could hide that much cooking talent behind such plain-tasting food with no one the wiser.
Wait, what? Why is there so much stuff now?
I know this smell.
Yeah, it's Prince Percival's fragrant wood perfume. When I told him I'd never smelled it before, he put a little on my sleeve to try it out.
I love the smell of the royal family's perfume. It's distinct, but not overpowering. It's made from Pandaria trees, conifers that grow in a snowy land.
I've noticed that you and Velvet and Mogiloo smell nice too. Do you all wear the same perfume?
We do? We don't use that stuff, but maybe you're smelling the soap we use.
Oh, can only the royal family wear fragrant wood?
No. Some fragrances, including the Pandaria scented ones, only the royal family can use, but most don't have any such restriction.
If they all smell so good on humans, why doesn't everyone use them?
You know, I've never thought about that. Why do you think that is, Aizen?
It's a bit complicated. To explain it right, I'd have to start with the history of bathing in Midgand. A few hundred years ago, people believed they would die if they took a bath. They were so terrified of baths that they wouldn't even go near one.
I can't believe people would be scared of taking a bath. Why would that even happen?
Well, at the time, a deadly plague was running rampant, and people thought that it could be transmitted through bathwater. Bear in mind that this was all before we had proper plumbing or techniques to purify water. People couldn't just bathe anywhere. Sewers like the one we used to sneak through Logres are a fairly recent construction, only around a century old.
Some people even thought bathing at all was unhygienic.
Right. As bathing went out of style, the royal family started to use these fragrant woods.
Covering up their bad smell with a good one.
Yep. As a result, their perfumes used to be far more potent, to the point where you couldn't even tell if it smelled good anymore.
But nowadays, nobody actually believes that bathing can make you sick, right?
As civilization advanced, plumbing became widespread, and baths themselves became much cleaner fixtures than they used to be.
And the fragrant woods fell out of favor because they were no longer necessary, right?
To the contrary. As the people gained prosperity, the perfumes became a popular display of wealth.
Of course.
The newfound popularity didn't last long, however, thanks to the propagation of a new disease. One that didn't transmit through baths.
Demon blight, you mean?
With the rise of demon attacks, life outside the city walls became increasingly difficult. With fragrant woods now harder to come by, the perfumes once again became the domain of royalty.
I guess that means that fragrant woods share a long and complicated history with plagues.
To cover up the truth of malevolence, the powers that be spread rumors of a demon plague, continuing their time-honored tradition of covering up one stink with another.
So, what do you think of the perfume? Do you like it?
Yeah, it smells nice. But I think I like the smell of soap better.
Huh?
Oh wow, why is there so much dialogue? This is a little bit too much at once.
This island is so amazing! It's far away from any other people and has so much hidden stuff underground! It's such a perfect hideout! Just thinking about it makes me so excited to be here!
Yeah, I guess.
What's wrong? You were so excited to be here before! Don't be such a drag, Laphicet!
It's just that this used to be a prison. People were brought here to suffer.
If you're worried about how I feel, don't be. If I really hated this place, I wouldn't have made it my base.
Hell, I was imprisoned here too, but now it's the secret fort I always dreamed of.
I still haven't forgiven the guard who ate all those marron glacés I was sent.
I'll let the past be the past. What part of secret fort are you not getting?
Yeah.
But it can't all be just for fun and games here either. In order to maximize the success of our future battles, we need to maintain and improve this base going forward.
This place seems sturdy as it is. Does it really need more work put into it?
Nonsense. This place was built to specialize in holding prisoners. We can make it better suit our needs.
What are you proposing exactly?
Well, I think we need to start with smokescreen generators. They'll be effective against intruders unfamiliar with the layout here. Of course, afterwards we'll have to clean up all the soot, but still.
No thanks.
I think we need something to put out fires. The fire at Helavi's was really scary.
We have Malakim like you who could use water arts, though. If anything happens, you can just put it out.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
What we really need are some secret underground tunnels. If things get too hairy here, we'll need an underground escape route. We can put in hidden doors, and even some fake ones to trick the enemy too.
We have 2 separate docks. That's good enough.
No enemy is going to attack without taking both docks into consideration. That's why we need to build underground tunnels before anything else.
But we're on an island. You know, surrounded by water. Where would these tunnels even lead to?
Isn't it obvious? We'll dig underneath the sea to another uninhabited island nearby.
Oh
But
boy.
there are no other islands nearby.
If it means getting my tunnels, I'll build an island too.
Are you listening to what you're saying?
It sounds like he's daydreaming to me.
And what's wrong with having some dreams? This is a great opportunity we have here. You guys just don't get it.
It's okay. I get where you're coming from, but they'll never understand. You might as well save your breath.
What? This is so weird. And I'm not even done yet. Okay, but I think this is enough for now, right? Oh, you are still here. Get away in time. Couldn't get away in time, really? Yeah, that's... We have only... I get this award. Do I have only... Of this boot only one? Alright then, this is it for now. This is it. Now I just clean out my inventory again, and then, yeah, I go into the next session. Because this was enough. See you. Bye-bye.